From NPR Music and West Virginia Public Broadcasting, with support provided by Bailey & Glasser and by Wild, Wonderful West Virginia, welcome to a special edition of Mountain Stage with your host, Larry Groce.
There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town. From the river to the ocean, it goes the whole world round. That spring of water goes the whole world round. There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune, but the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning around, a simple song.
Today's Mountain Stage is a collection of songs from the last couple of years that I wanted to hear again, and I hope that you do too. In fact, I'd like to hear some of these songs over and over again. Let's start with a man from Northern Ireland, County Down, as you'll hear him sing. He now lives in Scotland, and he's built a strong following in Britain, Ireland, Europe, and the U.S. His admirers include two important pop music superstars, Ed Sheeran, who's attended over 100 of his performances, and Elton John, who tapped him to open one of his tours. He's a fantastic songwriter and singer, and he has a distinctive look, as you'll see if you find his photos on the internet. I say that because in this set, he talks about how one person here in Charleston compared him to another famous artist. His name is Foy Vance.
Can I tell you, I met a guy today. I didn't tell you guys this. We were in the mall across the way from the hotel, and there was a man who works, I think he was a hairdresser. Well, he was in a hairdresser's anyway. And I walked around the corner, and he said, do you know who you remind me of? And I said, is it Raleigh Fingers? I get that a lot out here because of the mustache. And he said, and this is how he responded. He said, Picasso. That click actually happened. Anyway, that has nothing to do with this song. This is a song about my hometown. Oh, I set my sails, and the truth the wind will guide me. Drove upon the northeast shore of the Emerald Island, County Down. Well, buying good time is now and forever calling, and recalls me by the shore at peace and silence. I sit down by the water and I blow with my hopes, let the rivers roll over like lovers, old brothers and sisters. And I, good Lord, you know we need it most. Our minds are tethered, but our hearts are wild. I can find good time, County Down. Let your joys abound back in 50s bar on High Street, where we'll raise a glass to all a fair tomorrow. We will be found right amidst the sound of our laughter ever roaring, as we drink our fill with once we drown our sorrows. I sit down by the water and I with my hopes, let the rivers roll over like lovers, old brothers and sisters. And I, the Lord, you know we need it most. Our minds are tethered, but our hearts are wild. Oh, I can find good time. Curly dime. Where Jerry wailed and wailed, writing signs outside the helmsman. Oh, beware your passers-by, would lays inside there. You know he testified, and Julie cried, reminiscing on her story. She was surrounded once by glory, now by violence. I sit down by the water and I glory my ghost, let the rivers roll over like lovers, old brothers and sisters. And I, good Lord, you know we need it more. Our minds are tethered, but our hearts are wild. I can buy good time. Candy done. And you say you want it. No, no, ever lose your will to fight. Oh, when you think upon it. It's hard work, but it will be worth it. When we see smoke filling up the sky, burn it down, then we'll build upon it. Are we the children of the revolution? Ziggy looked me in the eye, said revolution. Never let your spirit die, revolution. It's only just a quarter mile to the revolution. But I think it over. No need to beat around the bushel now. See it all as a wanted lover. I'm your sister and your brother. Come and put your hand in mine. We'll tear them up, we'll turn them over. 'Cause we're the children of the revolution. Ziggy looked me in the eye, said revolution. Never let your spirit die, revolution. It's only just a quarter mile to the revolution. Tell you is but they'd have you to believe. But when your eyes are open, this is what you'll see. You see that all the leaves are falling, and there's no moisture in the trees. So let's just light a fire underneath it. Now we're the children of the revolution. Ziggy looked me in the eye and said, revolution. It's only just a quarter mile to the revolution. So never let your spirit die, revolution. No, I don't want to wait a while for the revolution. No. It's only just a quarter mile to the revolution. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, the Shenandoah River. Life goes old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, mighty mama, take me home, country road. I'm upbeat, I feel good, yeah. I'm upbeat and I feel good. I'm upbeat and I feel good. Oh, I'm upbeat. I'm upbeat, feel good. I'm upbeat, feel good. You can sing along if you like. I'm upbeat, feel good. I'm upbeat, feel good. Baby, get at your bare feet tonight. We're gonna dance by fire till morning light. I cast all my woes aside. Oh, the right side and out of mind. Oh, I'm upbeat, feel good. I'm upbeat, feel good. Yeah, I'm upbeat, feel good. I'm upbeat and I feel good. Come and sit down by my side. Oh, darling, look me in the eye. Well, if you wanna ask me, now's the time. Because my head's not heavy and my heart is right. Oh, upbeat, feel good. Upbeat, feel good, all right. I'm upbeat, feel good. I'm upbeat, feel good. Oh, I don't care about the time. baby, we gonna drink it down fast, make love slow down. Upbeat, feel good. Upbeat, feel good. Yeah, upbeat, feel good. I'm upbeat and I feel good. People, do you feel all right? Do you feel all right? Well, I feel too good tonight. Let me feel good, all right. Let me, yep. Let me, I feel good. I'm upbeat. And I feel good, oh yeah. Thank you very much. Collie McLean on guitar. Yeah. Nathan McDougan on bass. And Sam on the drums.
Foy Vance from Bangertown, County Down. Darlingside is a quartet of guys from Massachusetts who mix folk, classical, and chamber pop into a beautiful sound rich with harmonies. They open this set, and they're followed by Field Report, a Milwaukee-based group that's basically singer-songwriter Chris Porterfield and musicians that he gathers around him. For this performance, he asked Afi Jervanen of Bahamas and some members of the band Fox to join because they were also on the mountain stage that day. The set ends with Mandolin Orange, the North Carolina duo of Emily Franz and Andrew Martin with their heavenly harmonies.
My mother, she died young. I'm the eldest of my brothers. You're the trouble in my blood. Trouble in my blood. I swore that I'd stay humble like my father was before. He built the home I live in, of sand and mud and smoke. Sand and mud and smoke. Yes, we will leave here without a trace. Take a new name and an old shape. I'll be no outlaw, no renegade. Just your faithful God of laws. Spider does its work with flakes of garlic, petals from a rose,
Now I left Nebraska in my summer dress. Left him behind there to straighten out his head. Jane was working for the airline, and she bumped me up to business. She feels the thrill of every liftoff in her heart and chest. And she smelled like saffron and glowed gold and rust. Years ago I loved Jane Harmony once, but the fall fell from August and the petals all dropped off. Where I was finding old lives to run away from. And I started to believe it. And I started to believe it. 30,000 feet, I am seated by a surgeon. He said he fixed the pricks of Shah's sons who wanna be Western. Jane called me, roll my eyes, and we made up constellations of unicorns with Roman candle horn approximations. And I started to believe it. And I started to believe it. And then the voice of God came on, cautioning the wind. And Jane strapped in, and she looked into my eyes. And I watched us fall breathless, cascading over nothing. I was feeling marigold gliding to the ground. And I started to believe it. I started to believe it. And 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 I started to believe it.
Take this heart of gold and melt it down, then I'll come around, I'll come around. I'm treading lightly in your eyes, and honey, I can't live a life. But a life without you could never steal me now. Well, with so much time to spend, why paint this house again? When the floorboards creak and pull you from your slumber, well, I'd hold you till the end, but honey, even oaks must bend if we intend to stick with one another. So take this heart of gold and melt it down, and I'll come around. I'll come around. I'm treading lightly in your eyes, and honey, I can't live a life. But a life without you could never steal me now. Out the door and down the drive, there's a part of me that tries to keep that highway's call to me away. And another further still that sadly never will feel at home no matter how long I may stay. So take this heart of gold and melt it down, and I'll come around. I'll come around. I'm treading lightly in your eyes, and honey, I can't live a life. But a life without you could never steal me now. I said a life without you could never steal me now.
Thank you.
Mandolin Orange with Take This Heart of Gold off of their release Blindfaller, preceded by Field Report's Mara Golden, and the set began with Darlingside singing God of Loss. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey & Glasser, LLP, a nationwide law firm born in West Virginia, with offices in Charleston, Philadelphia, St. Louis, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, and Delaware. Details at baileyglasser.com. And by Wild Wonderful West Virginia. Whether you are looking for extreme outdoor adventure, family fun, or an intimate getaway for two, there's something for everyone in the Mountain State. Travel planning and trip ideas are available. Visit gotowv.com. Additional support is provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. Remember, if you missed part of Mountain Stage or you just want to hear something again, visit the podcast section of mountainstage.org. Each podcast will include songs we don't have time to fit on the radio, as well as the complete finale song. If you do us a favor, take a moment to subscribe, rate, and review the show on iTunes or wherever it is you get your podcasts. We'll head down the countryside of the road for this next set. It ends with the first family of the banjo, Bela Fleck and Abigail Washburn. Usually they're both playing 5 strings, but on this one, Bela picks and Abby sings and dances. Check it out. The woman must be incredibly fit. She doesn't even seem to be short of breath. Before them, Robbie Fulks and his band give us a jewel of a song with original music that sounds traditional and words that are pure Robbie Fulks. He can be a very funny guy. We'll also hear one of the masters of modern-day folk, country, and bluegrass music, 2-time Grammy winner Tim O'Brien, with a title cut from his latest collection, Where the River Meets the Road. The song is a story that's pretty much true about Tim's great-grandfather who came from Ireland to Wheeling, West Virginia, where Tim was born and raised. He's joined by his partner, Jan Fabricius. The set opens with alt country's most recent queen, Margot Price.
Baby, now I'm blind up to street. Been drinking whiskey like it's water that don't touch the pain you put on me. Well, I was feeling for the white line of the shoulder. Daylights are cast upon the wall. Baby, you never walk to London fall. Not put hurting on the bottle. Baby, now I'm blind and up to street. Been drinking whiskey like it's water that don't touch the pain you put on me. I met you with your come out.
Well, I came here from Ireland by the way of Baltimore. I rode the train 100 miles and I walked 100 more. Well, I could see the smoke pouring off those iron mills before I even saw the town from the hop to Wheeling Hill. Where the river meets the road, where the river meets the road, on the eastern bank of the Ohio, where the river meets the road. They've grown this town by leaps and bounds since they built that Cumberland Road. Well, the railroad came in '53 and they're pushing on, I'm told. They built a big old iron bridge that faces to the west. But I came here for a job of work and I know it worked out best. Where the river meets the road, where the river meets the road, well, on the eastern bank of the Ohio, where the river meets the road. I met a lass at Sunday Mass, she was singing in the choir. Her father worked as a blacksmith with a hammer, bellows, and fire. I started out as a roustabout and night my back would throb. But I made my plan and I won a hand when I got me a scrivener's job. Now I tithe the church and pay my bills, send the rest back home. I put roots down in Wheeling Town and never mowed a roam. We're raising sons and daughters now, for them I will provide. I'll teach them how to read and write, and we can walk these streets with pride. Where the river meets the road, where the river meets the road, on the eastern bank of the Ohio, where the river meets the road, where the river meets the road, where the river meets the road, on the eastern bank of the Ohio, where the river meets the road.
We came up the hill to meet him in the dirt patch he was weeding. That was our first look at Aunt Peg's new old man. Now Uncle Hank was 75, he lived well and then he died, and none of us had nothing against her new old man. She liked his fiddling, no doubt, liked his help on the rural route, and the rest didn't bear thinking about Aunt Peg's new old man. Now we sat down and we got fed along grace, but what a spread! The chicken was just 1 hour dead and the stew was made of barley. Pulled out my banjo after a while, but he didn't like the scrug style. Listen up, boy, this here's called going down to Raleigh. Old Aunt Peg begun to frail, and they got going on the Texas gales. Hit my ears like an awful wail, I wish I could hear it again. Oh, he had no use for the modern stuff. His back was strong, his hands were rough, but he rocked her old age. Sure enough, Aunt Peg's new old man. Now they played dances and made the rounds.
hills, Gay likes to Rocky Mount. The tunes they knew no one could count. It was all in their heads and hands. And you can do worse as a widow than to find a man to spade and hoe and raise a little hell with a long bow and Peg's new old man. Yeah, she likes fiddling, no doubt, like his help on the rural route, and the rest did not bear thinking about Aunt Peg's new old man. She likes fiddling, no doubt, like his help on the rural route, and the rest I don't want to think about Aunt Peg's new old man. Thank you very much.
Never thought I'd go back. Hills and hollers pulling down on me. Kentucky's such a long way. There's an echo in the valley. I can hear it calling back to me. My heart is tied to you, love. Take me to Harlan, any way you go. Take me to Harlan, didn't you know? If you take me to Harlan, doesn't matter how we go. If it's you and me, this is how it should be. Take, 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 take to Harlan. Never thought I'd go back. Hills and hollers pulling down on me. Kentucky's such a long way. Distance is a virtue, only if it sets you free. My heart is tied to you, love. Take me to Harlan, any way you go. Take me to Harlan, didn't you know? If you take me to Harlan, doesn't matter how we go. If it's you and me, this is how it should be. Take me to Harlan, any way you go. Take me to Harlan, didn't you know? If you take me to Harlan, doesn't matter how we go. If it's you and me, if it's you and me, if it's you and it's me, this is how it's meant to be. Take me, take me, take me to Harlan. Take me, take me, take me to Harlan.
That set started with Margot Price, Then came Tim O'Brien, Robbie Folks, and it ended with Bela Fleck and Abigail Washburn. We hope you'll take a look at our website sometime, mountainstage.org. There you can find links to our podcast, and you can follow us on just about every form of social media. Of course, someday, we hope that you will follow us to our next live show, wherever it may be. You can find out where that is and get your tickets right there at mountainstage.org. I well remember the first time we had the Los Angeles band Dawes on Mountain Stage. It was 2009. They were really impressive singers and musicians, but what hit me the hardest then was the songwriting of Taylor Goldsmith. The wisdom in his lyrics seemed far beyond his years. The band has done nothing but built on that very strong beginning. This cut is from their appearance on Mountain Stage in 2015. After Dawes, West Virginian William Matheny sings one of my favorite songs performed on the show over the past year, the Slacker confessional, Living Half to Death. William has worked as a sideman and as a member of a couple of groups with the regional following, Southeast Engine and the Paranoid Style, over the past decade. His latest CD, Strange Constellations, is a breakout for himself as a solo artist, and his band features some of West Virginia's finest indie rock talent. But first, here's Dawes.
Late night drives and hot French fries and friends around the country, from Charlottesville to good old Santa Fe. When I think of you, you still got on that hat that says let's party. I hope that thing is never thrown away. I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. Now I'm just waking up and I'm not thinking clearly, so don't quote me. With one eye open, I'm writing you this song. Ain't it funny how some people pop into your head so easily when you haven't seen them in there for so long? I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. You thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. And may all your favorite bands stay together.
It was just me and the bugs. I filled my ears with loud music, and my mind was soft drugs. I was crawling through the seconds while I was racing through the years. I was abusing all my friendships, and I was drinking all their beer. I used to say that I was sorry, oh, but I should have saved my breath, 'cause I was sorry for nothing when I was living half to death. I used to go out to parties, stand in the kitchen and stuff. Man, I could talk until the morning, but I'd never say very much. I used to rave about insight, but I should have kept it to myself, 'cause I understood nothing when I was living half to death. I used to live in an apartment. It was just me and the bugs. I filled my ears with loud music, and my mind was soft drugs. I was crawling through the seconds while I was racing through the years. I was abusing all my friendships, and I was drinking all their beer. I used to say that I was sorry, oh, but I should have saved my breath, 'cause I was sorry for nothing when I was living half to death. I was sorry for nothing when I was living half to death. Thanks a whole lot.
William Matheny with Livin' Half to Death from his CD Strange Constellations, preceded by Dawes and all your favorite bands. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. You're listening to Mountain Stage on NPR. Andrew Bird is one of the most exciting and talented figures in popular music. His interests and influences range from classical to traditional folk to jazz. He's a very accomplished and precise violinist, an articulate and intellectually informed lyricist, and he's a fantastic whistler, as you'll soon hear. He's scored movies as well as written a lot of very smart songs. On this brief set, he's joined by his core band and Nora O'Connor of the Flat Five, a band that was on the same Mountain Stage show as Bird. Nora was in his former band, Andrew Bird's Bowl of Fire. His most recent CD is Are You Serious? Andrew Bird.
Used to have just one foot out the door. Yeah, I always wanted more. I always was the one you thought would never marry. Used to be so willfully obtuse. Oh, is the word abstruse? Yeah, semantics like a noose. Get out your dictionaries. I'm gonna cut to the quick. This is all non-fiction words you beat with a stick. These are my true convictions. Tell me, are you serious? Are you serious? Every night of your life you fight for it, so mysterious and imperious. But listen, are you serious when it really comes down to it? You're down there and I'm up here. Your boyfriend's gone to get a beer, leaving us crystal clear lines of communication. Promise me you won't avert your eyes. I'll drive my third person disguise. No, listen, it's time to do or die. No useless explanation. I'm gonna cut to the quick. This is all non-fiction words you beat with a stick. These are my true convictions. Tell me, are you serious? Are you serious? Every night of your life you'll fight for it, so mysterious and imperious. But listen, are you serious when it really comes down to it? Every night of your life you'll fight for it all. You serious? Are you serious? Every night of your life. No, no. Thanks very much. All right. This one's called Roma Fade.
How it rains so hot on your high plains. See you take such pains that she won't notice you. And your X-rays of your paleo male gaze, how they rest and play, slowly corrupting you. I wonder what the chances you wanted to. 1,000 vacant stares won't make it true, make it true. And you need a witness just to know you're there. From the tips of your fingers, every strand of hair. To know someone's watching you, watching me, watching you, and all that we look upon. You may not know me, but you feel my stare. And if she sees you, it changes you, rearranges your molecules. If you see her, it changes her. She's a danger now after school. And if she sees you, it changes you, rearranges your molecules. If you see her, it changes her. She'll be seeing you after school. These were gentlemen of Earthrise. Maybe she's a gentleman in disguise. Do you need a witness just to know you're there? The tips of your fingers have a strand of hair. And to know someone's watching you, watching me, watching you, and all that we look upon. You may not know me, but you feel my stare. I'm going to bring out Nora O'Connor. It just happens to be very fortuitous to have the Flat Five here, because I know all those folks and have played with them over the years.
wake up, night's falling, someone is by your side. Pull it together, darling, you're not alone. But when you break up, sky's falling, no one is on your side. Spoon dirty laundry, darling, you're all alone. And when you wake up, another sunrise, another break up, your ship is capsized. And when you wake up, another sunrise, another break up, your ship is capsized. Just to keep your lamp on. He's a down bed maker, Jesus gonna make mine. And it's the Holy Ghost religion. Yeah, it's the Holy Ghost religion, Jesus gonna make mine. And when you wake up, another sunrise, another break up, your ship is capsized. Night's falling, someone is by your side. Pull it together, darling, you're not alone. But when you break up, sky's falling, no one is on your side. Spoon dirty laundry, darling, you're all alone. Here's a duet called Left-Handed Kisses. Here we go. 3, 4. I don't believe everything happens for a reason.
What's romantics out here that amounts to high treason?
I don't go in for your star-crossed lover.
In the heart of a skeptic, there's a question that still hovers near.
for it begs the question, how did I ever find you? Now you got me writing love songs with a common refrain like this one here. Baby,
and all your left-handed kisses were just prelude to another, prelude to your backhanded love song, baby.
But it begs the question, how did I ever find you drifting gently through the gyre of the great Sargasso Sea Atlantic Ocean? Oh, you got me writing love songs with a common refrain like this one here.
If you really love me, you'd risk more than a few 50-cent words in your backhanded love song.
But it begs the question, how did I ever find you drifting gently through the gyre of the great Sargasso Sea Atlantic Ocean? Ooh.
The point your song here misses.
Is that you? You got me writing love songs, for God's sakes, with a common refrain like this one here.
Baby,
yeah, one of your backhanded love songs. Now it's time for a handsome little bookend.
Now it's time to tie up all the loose ends.
Am I still a skeptic, or did you make me a believer?
You'll hear the click of the receiver.
All right.
Andrew Bird, along with his band and guest singer Nora O'Connor. Andrew is a perfect example of what we love to present on Mountain Stage, an artist that defies categorization. America lost one of its most soulful, poignant, and beautiful voices this year when Jimmy LaFave passed away. His singing had broken many hearts over the years, but no one was ready for the sadness that came when he was silenced. He's known not only for his original songs, but also as perhaps the finest interpreter of Bob Dylan's vast songbook. He ends this set with Queen Jane approximately, and he tells a great story of his pilgrimage to Dylan's haunts in Minnesota. The set opens with Joe Pugh, another man who has at times evoked the ghost of early Dylan. Joe was raised in Maryland, came of age musically in Chicago, and now is based in Austin. His songs have a strong moral backbone and a never-say-die spirit. Here's the title tune from his most recent album, Windfallin'.
Riding on that cutting horse, don't you stand so tall. Sleeves rolled up and your shoulders back, sharp as a matter's saw. Children come from far and wide and spill out in the street to call your name and to watch you ride, to touch the boots on your feet. If you're in it for the windfalls, don't be surprised when your will to fight wavers and eventually dies. But if you're in it for the long haul, if you're in it to survive, there's There's not a trench you can't be found. There's not a drought could drag you down. I could see it in the whites of your eyes. If you're in it to survive. Riding down that royal road, silver in your beard. The years came fast and they took their toll. Friends just disappeared. Younger riders pass you by in all their silent style. You see that brightness in their eye. You hang your head and smile. If you're in it for the windfalls, don't be surprised when your will to fight wavers and eventually dies. But if you're in it for the long haul, if you're in it to survive, there's not a trench you can't be found. There's not a drought could drag you down. I could see it in the whites of your eyes. If you're in it to survive.
Thank you. As I can't come this far north without playing a Bob Dylan song. You know, I actually, many years ago, was on the local Duluth news because I visited Bob Dylan's house and made a pilgrimage. And then I went to Hibbing, and the custodian let me into the high school over there because it was, school wasn't in session. He let me go sing on the same spot where Dylan got booed off the stage at his talent show. Did you know that, Anthony?
No, I didn't.
And then a gentleman living there named Greg French gave me a window out of Bob Dylan's boyhood home that I have at my house. And if the Minnesota Historical Society ever wants it back, it's in safekeeping. And I had a friend of a friend that said his friend was at the White House when Dylan played for President Clinton, and said they had the sign language interpreter to the side, and said that all night the poor lady, all she was signing was words and music, words and music, words and music, words, because she couldn't make out one thing we were saying.
Let's see how we do tonight.
Hey, when your mother sends back all of your invitation, and your father to your sister, he explained, he ain't you tired of yourself and all of your creations. Hey, I want you come and see me, Queen Jane. Hey, when all the flower ladies sing back all they ever lent you, and the smell of their roses is all that does remain. You were sick of all the repetition. at your feet just to remind you of your pain. Trying to make you realize your conclusions were a little bit drastic. Hey, won't you come and see me, Queen Jane? And when all of the bandits you turn your other cheek to, they lay down their bandanas and they just complain. Hey, you just need somebody that you don't even have to speak to. Hey, won't you come and see me? Won't you come and see me? Yeah. Won't you come and see me, Queen Jane? Oh, won't you come and see me? Won't you come and see me? Won't you come and see me, Queen Jane? Queen Jane, Queen Jane, Queen
The late Jimmy LaFave, along with Anthony DaCosta on guitar and the Mountain Stage Band. And before Jimmy, Joe Pug sang Windfallin'. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser, LLP, a nationwide law firm born in West Virginia with offices in Charleston, Philadelphia, St. Louis, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, and Delaware. Details at baileyglasser.com. And by Wild, Wonderful West Virginia. Whether you're looking for extreme outdoor adventure, family fun, or an intimate getaway for two, there's something for everyone in the Mountain State. Travel planning and trip ideas are available. Visit gotowv.com. Additional support is provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. If you have questions or suggestions for us, we'd love to hear from you. Our email address is larry@mountainstage.org. You can also, of course, connect with us on Facebook, or you can peek behind the scenes on our Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter accounts. All of these links are at the website mountainstage.org. Mountain Stage is excited to be a part of Slingshot, a new collaboration with taste-making public radio music discovery stations and NPR Music to discover and elevate promising up-and-coming artists. Find out more about Slingshot artists at npr.org/slingshot. Support for Slingshot comes from Spire Studio by Isotope. Learn more at spire.live. This set includes songs by three women who have the power and the presence to grab you and shake you up when they perform. Shemekia Copeland was born into the blues through her father, Texas bluesman Johnny Clyde Copeland. Although she often sings classic songs she learned from Johnny, she long ago stepped out of his shadow and made her own place in the blues rock world as a singer, songwriter, and powerful song stylist. She begins the set, and she's immediately followed by Beth Hart, a Los Angeles talent who is comfortable in blues, rock, jazz, and pop music. The set ends with a woman who's a country music superstar as part of the Judds. But with her voice, she could have gone in just about any musical direction she chose. Wynonna sings Things That I Lean On with her band, The Big Noise.
Come on, y'all, put your hands together me like this. If you sing the song the way it was written, and you march along to the beat of the drum, someday soon you gonna wake up singing. The battle is over, but the war goes on. Everybody plays, follow the leader. But what if the leader picks up a gun? Remember when you jump to the 8 o'clock whistle, the battle is over, but the war goes on. And if you close your eyes when you hear the thunder, and you cry in the rain and smile in the sun, who do you fool but me and your brother? The battle is over, but the war goes on. How about if I Arthur Nielsen? If talk was money, you'd be a millionaire. If thoughts could kill, there'd be nobody here. So many thinking evil and talking jive. It's only true love keeps this world alive. And if you sing the song the way it was written, and you march along to the beat of the drum,
Thank you.
One, two, three. He plays so sexy to me. 3, 4, 5, 6. Kid's got some brand new licks. 6, 7, 8. Down by the snake at the lake, there's a joint that's ready to blow. Every hound in the band's got a sound howling away. It must be Judgment Day. They run it down like a cat in a hole. That's the way they do it. That's the way they roll. They call it jazz, man. The bass pocket is point. They call it jazz, man. The trumpets jump in the joint. They shake it down, down, down like photo from a crow. That's the way they do it. That's the way they roll. Checkers and dice, rode back out of Rome. Cisco on ice, always a reasonable price. Women in heels, 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 and every color she feels. This joint's gonna blow your mind. Hey! The drums be breaking a sweat. The man is as hot as a high roller's bed. The sticks click like time on a clock. When you think it's over, they're just beginning to rock. They call it jazz, man. The bass pocket is tight. They call it jazz, man. The trumpet's blinding the light. They shake it down, down, down like fire in a hole. That's the way we do it. That's the way they roll. Bazamba bimba numba bezdos down. Rizna, rizna, bizdan do. Barara, reste dus the number bidnindo. Every hound in the band's got a sound howling away. It must be Judgment Day. They run it down like a cat in a hole. That's the way they do it. That's the way they roll. They call it jazz, man. The bass pocket is tight. They call it jazz, man. The trumpet's blinding the light. They shake it down, down, down like fire in a hole. That's the way they do it. That's the way they roll. The way they roll. I don't know. Someday.
They say it's a journey, not a destination. It's been a long road, my friend. Psalm 23 when I'm scared to death. A sleeping pill when my mind won't rest. A little baby king when the thrill is gone. These are the things that I lean on. God's grace when I'm walking on a dangerous path. 12 steps when I need to find my way back. My mammal's voice on the telephone. These are the things that I lean on. When I've done something sorry that I can't undo, the devil's giving me another talking to. When the spirit's weak and the body's breaking, a fine line separating right from wrong. It ought to be obvious as all we're gone. These are the things that I lean on. The shoulder of a man who's stronger than me, the faith of a child when I can't believe, the timeless soul of a Conway song. These are the things that I lean on. When I've done something sorry that I can't undo, the devil's giving me another talking to. When the spirit's weak and the body's breaking, a fine line separating right from wrong. It ought to be obvious as all but gone. These are the things that I lean on.
These are the things that I lean
on. The shoulder of a man who's steady and strong, 12 steps and the 23rd song. These are the things that I lean on. These are the things that I lean on. These are the things that I lean on. Amen.
That set opened with Shemekia Copeland. She was followed by Beth Hart, and it ended right there with Wynonna and the Big Noise. Margaret Glaspie is a bright star among young singer-songwriters. She started with an interest in folk music in Northern California, but gravitated to Boston, where she teamed up with Bridget Carney and Rachel Price, now of Lake Street Dive, and fiddler Brittany Haas to form a band called The Fundies for a short time. Her latest solo CD, Emotions and Math, has more of an indie rock edge to it. John Paul White follows Margaret. He's a son of the South, born in Muscle Shoals and now living in Florence, Alabama. He first got wide attention as half of the Grammy-winning duo The Civil Wars, but his latest solo effort, Beulah, is a beautifully written and produced recording which he and his band perform live with full flavors and textures. The set ends with one of our longtime friends who not long ago celebrated 50 years of making great music, Chris Smither. He does his classic tune, Leave the Light On, which is a fitting way to say goodbye for this week. Go out and see some live music wherever you are, just as soon as you can. You've been listening to a special edition of Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia.
Oh, when I got you by my side, oh, everything's alright. It's just when you're gone I start to snooze the alarm, 'cause I stay up until 4 in the morning, counting all the days till you're back. I'm shivering in an ice cold bath of emotions and math. Oh, it's a shame and I'm to blame, 'cause we are alright until you go and I start losing control without a warning, counting all the days till you're back. I'm shivering in an ice cold bath of emotions and math.
gotta get out of this tree, oh, off of this limb. I'm a woman acting like a kid, a skinny mess that's breathless from telling you all of the things that I'm gonna do. But now that you're here, I'm just living in fear of you leaving. Counting all the days till you're back, I'm shivering in an ice cold bath of emotions in my life. I've gotta get out of this tree, oh, off of this limb. I'm a woman acting like a kid, a skinny mess that's breathless from telling you all the things that I'm gonna do.
Someone's gonna hold your hand and everything click, touch you in some unknown way that finally does the trick, pull you in a fairy tale where you were meant to be. Someone won't be me. Someone's out there praying for the day that you walk in, and happy ever after can finally begin. Someone who'll stop at nothing to give you all you need. Someone won't be me, and that's okay. I never really loved you anyway, at least not unconditionally, like subjects love the once and future queen. If I thought I was good for you, if I thought this could work, a little liar, and I pull you back to earth with the man you're really looking for, the one in all your dreams. one won't be me. That's okay. You never really loved me anyway. Not enough to meet me half the way. Oh, love was something you could only take. That's okay. I never really loved you anyway. At least not unconditionally, like subjects love the once and future queen.
This is called Leave the Light On. Yeah, if I were young again, I'd pay attention to that little known dimension, the taste of endless time. It's just like water, and it runs right through our fingers. The flavor of it lingers like a rich red wine. In those days we were single, and we lived them one by one. Now we hardly see them, they don't walk, they run. But I got plenty left I've set my sight on. Don't wait up, leave the light on, I'll be home soon. I have never seen my life in such a hurry, but if I stop to worry, I get left behind. It's just a party, but you don't get invitations, and there's just one destination, you better be on time. For years we rhymed in couplets, and we sang them 2 by 2. Now we hardly rhyme at all, but here's a few. And if they hurt, there's bullets left to bite on. Don't wait up, leave the light on, I'll be home soon. That drummer in my head needs inspiration. There's a lack of syncopation, and it holds me to a line. It's so hard to feed these cages that we think in. By stages we just sink into a slow decline. For years we lived in waltz time, danced it 3 by 3. Now it's hard to dance, but if you stick with me, we got what we need to spend the night on. Don't wait up, leave the light on, I'll be home soon. Yeah, these races that we've run were not for glory. No moral to the story. We run for peace of mind. But the race we're running now is never ending. Space and time are bending, and there's no finish line. I will live to be 100. I was born in 44. 28 to go, but I ain't keeping score. I've been left for dead before, but I still fight on. Don't wait up, leave the light on. I'll be home soon. 'Cause I've been left for dead before, but I still fight on. Don't wait up, leave the light on. I'll be home soon.
Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser and by Wild, Wonderful West Virginia. This is NPR.